Hey y'all, Jan the Fan here, and I'm here for your Friday night college football pick. Tonight's game that I'm featuring is the Big Ten matchup between the Fighting Illini of Illinois and Nebraska. As you can see over here, currently in the Big Ten standings, we've got Illinois at number 3 and Nebraska at number 4. They're both 3-0 going into this game, so it should be a pretty good matchup. In our overall rankings over here, we've got Illinois at 24 and Nebraska at 22. So this is a pretty pivotal game for both of these teams. I think we're going to see a pretty good matchup. The team for Illinois is Luke Altmaier, the quarterback. He is showing some pretty good stats on the board. He threw for 242 yards last game, and only 192 the game before that, but 213 the weekend before that. So when he's faced against decent teams, he tends to kind of go under his yardage. But I think, he's got the potential to throw. He's got some good targets. Luke Altmaier, the quarterback, he is looking at picking up right where he left off last year. He had a 69% completion rate with all of his passes. He's only thrown for fewer than 150 yards one time. So we might be looking at him to go over his 150.5 points. The Huskies have a great defense. That might be the only wild card here. We're going to have to take that into consideration for this game. However, he has two main targets, Franklin and Bryant, who are both solid receivers. So I think if he's splitting the difference between those two receivers, I think we can look at him going over 150.5 passing yards, even against a strong defense like Nebraska. It's going to be a home game for Nebraska. So at 8 o'clock game, a night game, Nebraska's coming off beating Northern Iowa 34-3. And Dylan Riola as the quarterback has been pretty sharp. Now don't forget, I do all my research before I make these predictions, and I follow all these sports apps and prediction apps and make sure I do all the research so that you don't have to. So here's an example of Player Prop Shop, who's telling us to take the over for Dylan Riola, 175.5 passing yards. As you can see here, it says that he has an outstanding completion rate of 73%, 5 touchdowns, 1 interceptions, with a ranking of 30 in passing downs explosiveness. He boasts 30 best passer efficiency rating for a team that struggled mightily on offense last year. It's remarkable to see a true freshman putting up numbers like these. He hasn't thrown for less than 180 yards so far, and with targets like Isaiah Neyor, Jamal Banks, and Ja'Cory Barney Jr., he has plenty of weapons to lean on. The running backs also have become key contributors in the passing game, with the Johnson duo combining for 14 receptions and 125 yards, giving Riola even more options to move the ball through the air. So, I'm thinking he's definitely going to be an over in this game. But before I get to my free pick today, I just want to remind you that you can follow all of my free picks on my WINIBLE account at WINIBLE.com. Promo code JanTheFanPicks. I have lots of package options for you if you'd like to join. I have the free plays every single day. I have my VIP plays. And of course, I have my season-long pass. I just want to say thank you again for subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, and following along with me. It means so much to me. I just really feel like if I can share this with you, this is a passion of mine, I feel like it's so much more worth it. I do this so that we can both make money together. I do it so that we can both have fun together, watching these games, making the picks. And I put in the time so that you don't have to. That's what I want. I want to be able to do this and share it, because winning together is way better than winning alone. And guys, I offer all kinds of packages for you to jump on. It doesn't take a lot of money to jump on. Follow my picks. I have my free packages. I have my $10 moneyline picks. I've got my weekend football picks. This thing crushes every single week. My free plan, I've got, where I post a free play every single day. And then, of course, I've got the full season package. And literally, let me tell you, it's $50, but you can even finance that. You can even finance it if you need to. You can pay all kinds of different ways. Make your payment. Just get on board with me. Let's make some money. Let's do this together. But anyway, back to my picks, okay? So I'm going to place these picks on Dabble. Dabble has been shown to, for 4-mans, pay 10x, okay? All the way up to 1,000x. Like, who does that? Prize Picks has been kind of jipping us off with, 8x and 9x on a 4-man. So I've been using this Dabble app, and I really like it. So I'll post that pick in just a minute. So like I said, I use this Player Prop Shop app, and this is telling us to go over on both quarterbacks here. So we're going to go over the passing yards on both of those quarterbacks. One of the other apps I like to use is called Outlier, and it shows me statistics over the past 5 games, 10 games, statistics from 24 and 23, and then head-to-head. Okay? So I'm looking at this Caden Fagan, running back. He, in the last 5 games, he has gone under 14.5 rushing yards. His longest rush was less than 14.5 yards. So I'm going to take that as one of my plays in today's free pick. The other pick I'm going to have for this game is Thomas Fidone II. He's failed to exceed 19.5 receiving yards in 7 straight games. Okay, so you can see here, definitely taking the under on receiving yards, the tight end. He's never gone over it in the past last 5 games. He went over it 1 time back last year against Wisconsin. So we're going to take the under with him. And instead of taking the passing yards for Luke Altmaier, I'm going to take passing attempts. So he has gone under 31 and a half passing yards in all of his last 5 games, 80% of his last 10 games in all of 2024. So I'm definitely going to take under 31 and a half passing attempts. And before I get to my final pick, I just want to say again, thank you so much for following this page, and I appreciate you sticking it out, hitting that subscribe button, and following along, because it's what brings me great pleasure, is sharing these moments with you, finding these great plays and great values, and then sharing them so that we can all win together. So don't forget to get over here to my WINIBLE account. Please like and subscribe this video and send a comment. I love the feedback, so I appreciate you. And now let me get to my final pick. So even though I talked a lot about the quarterbacks, tonight's numbers are not making me feel very confident. So I'm going to complete my 4-man with a player from Texas Tech getting more of his receiving yards. Just threw that wild card in there for you guys. So this is going to be my 4-man, placing this bet on Dabble, and it's a 10x payout if we hit. So make sure if you sign up on Dabble, you use code GRAMMAJ, and we can hit this thing together today. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out here in the beautiful state of Tennessee. A lot of these picks I had to make before I came out here because they don't allow some DFS betting, but I won't be in Tennessee long today, so I can make more bets later on tonight. But please follow along my free picks. Go over to my WINIBLE account and please like and subscribe. I'm really trying to grow this page, and I hope you're enjoying the content. So have a great day and go football.